So I'm going to do an actual book review today. So a couple books that I recently read. Cannibal Rising. Riddle me this, viewers. Why do you think our society has become so interested in serial killers? Hannibal's now a TV show. We also have things like Dexter. And I'm just wondering, why? Why are we so interested in people killing other people? Also, why are we interested in cannibalism? Is it because it's taboo, so we want to, explore it from the comfort of our couches? Or do we all secretly want to do it? That's what I'm concerned about. Disclaimer, I did not enjoy this book. I did not think it was very good. I just don't think it was well executed, and it just fell flat for me. I did sleep with it face down, so I didn't have to have that looking at me all the time. Another book that was picked out for me recently was called The Gates. It was picked for me because it looked like Halloween, and apparently it was time to read something about Halloween. It is about a young boy named Samuel who witnesses a ritual that opens a portal that allows demons to come into the human world, and then chaos ensues. And it's one of those books that has a very odd sense of humor. And by odd, I mean it's got a British sense of humor. And by odd, I mean it's excellent. Catastrophic things are happening, but it's all talked about in a very polite, offhand, tongue-in-cheek kind of humorous way. And so the chapters are all kind of like this, in which we learn a little bit about the gates of hell, none of which is entirely helpful. I went into this book thinking, oh, this might get annoying, it's a little bit too cute, but it's actually a smart book. It's got these footnotes, which I was also nervous about, but there are some books that can do footnotes and do it really well, and those are the books that do it with a humorous touch. So books that will explain more about what they're talking about, but kind of do it in a funny way too. I'm a big person for humor. I think it's the best way to sell an idea. As long as you're not laughing at somebody, or if you are, only do it a little bit. Make sure they know that it's still okay. The cover is actually really beautiful. I really enjoy this. It's one of those books that I picked up and wanted to read because of the cover, and then was pleased to find that the back actually sounded interesting, and then even more pleased to find out the rest of the book was actually pretty good. I hate those books when you go into the bookstore and it looks really excellent, and you're like, yes, and you read the back and you're like, no, it sounds like crap, because then you keep going back and picking up. The new Wally Lamb, We Are Water. The cover is not what I wanted it to be. I wanted the other edition, but that's fine. I'm getting really caught up on covers lately. I don't really know why. Maybe because I now have established my own library. Really, it's like a library because there's so many books. So I want it to look as pretty as possible. Vanity is okay. It's okay. Let's just all move past it. Wally Lamb writes really, really excellent character development. He writes really long books that you are engaged in throughout. So there's She's Come Undone, which is a journey of a woman starting when she is, I think, maybe 8 or 9, really young, and brings you all the way to when she's 40. You can't even see how long the story goes with my hands, because the camera can't capture it. That's how in-depth it goes. Another of his is I Know As Much As True, which is about twin brothers. One is schizophrenic, and the other one is the caretaker. And what's cool is it wraps the story of the brothers and the story of the mother, who has passed, her family history together. So it's kind of this, layering effect through letters and flashbacks, and then the brothers' journey. It's really sad. Disclaimer, all Wally Lamb books are really sad, but they're good, and it's emotional reading, but it's not devastating reading. I mean, it's a little bit devastating, but you can do it. You're strong. I have faith in you. The third of his is The Hour I First Believed, which is about a man who's a teacher and is at a school where there's a shooting. That book is, I think, his most recent that he wrote by himself, and I wasn't super fond of it. I just felt like it didn't go as in depth into the emotions and the plot as the first two that I read of his. It was still a good book. And what's cool is that he has one of the brothers from I Know As Much As True do a cameo in The Hour I First Believed. And then this book is set in the same town, the same Connecticut town as both of those books. So he's creating this little universe where Wally Lamb has all these characters going through ridiculous life events and stressors and all this crap, and weaving you into this emotional journey that ends up being quite astounding. So it's kind of it's all about, human lives. So it's kind of like Jodi Picoult, but better with, actual good writing. So that's what I'm about to embark on. I was going to read Schindler's List, but I was like, I'm just not ready for it yet. So if any of you read that and have some tips about when I should read that, where I am emotionally, let me know. And we'll see how that goes. But please keep watching. Please keep recommending books. Please keep asking for recommendations, because I've got a lot to say.